One of the most foundational things possible is this idea around the economic singularity and the fact that you basically have 5 years to unfuck your future. You see, the world is going to change so dramatically by 2030 that we don't have much time to generate as much wealth as possible before we don't know what jobs are, how economies work, and all of this stuff. So this next piece is that piece about the economic singularity and how to unfuck your future. I cannot stress how important it is. It really is the kind of apex of everything I'm doing to help you all in your journey.
Raoul Pal dives into Bitcoin and crypto's latest moves, sharing bold insights and trends. Let's watch to uncover what's next.
Again, when I came out with the exponential age in 2020, people thought I was nuts. I'm like, this is going to be the fastest growth of technology in all human history. It's going to be the largest change we will ever go through as a species in the shortest period of time. And people thought I was being dramatic. Then AI came and everyone's like, holy shit. And now the robots are coming and everyone's like, holy shit squared. And now everyone's trying to figure out what this means for society, how this all works, how to regulate it, what to do. But it's moving at lightning speed. We know that tomorrow will be more digital than today. The exponential age told us that, and is provably so. Therefore, invest in the only two secular bull markets that exist right now, which is technology itself and blockchain technology. Blockchain has been the fastest adoption of any asset class in history. It was the fastest growth of any technology in all human history, but AI is now outpacing it. So we have to invest in these things. I kind of think of it as investing in our demise as we transition to a new economic system. There's almost nothing that can get in the way of this transition because AI is moving so fast that regulators have zero chance of catching up with it. And because it's globalized, it can just shift and morph. And so therefore you need the supranationals to do something about it. And that's going to take time. So there's almost nothing to do to slow it down. It's going to change the system. It's going to change how it works. And we can invest in it. So I think we've got 6 years to invest as much as we can, whether it's your brain power or your capital, and both if you can, to make as much difference to unfuck your future as possible now. Then when 2030, 2032, whatever comes along, you'll be better prepared because financially, you'll have maybe got yourself in a position where you've got the house that you want and some security. Now, as we go through the 2030s, in a world of abundance, we don't even know what money is anymore. So this becomes more complicated. So don't think of it as, oh, I got my pile of money and everything's fine. It's more about my pile of lifestyle. Do I have the lifestyle I want? Am I protected from vast societal change? And so I think we've got 6 years to do that. 6 years before we don't know how to build a business. 6 years before we can't invest in financial markets. And again, 6 years is not an absolute date, but it's kind of just to give you a rough idea of how urgent this is. This is the most urgent thing. This is supplanted or changed my focus from, hey, everybody needs to be empowered in their financial journey to you've got 6 years to fucking sort your shit out. And so, part of a lot of what I write about in Global Macro Investor is this. And Real Vision is trying to take people down this journey. This 6-year journey is the most important time of anybody's lives. I can't stress that enough. Everything will change, including society around us, and it's not going to be easy to absorb it. But at least if you're open-minded, you're adapting to it, you're investing in it, you're at least investing in this change, as opposed to fearing the change as it comes.
Bitcoin hit a new all-time high of $124,450 during early Asian trading on Thursday, before pulling back to $121,670. The move sparked debate among traders about whether the rally has peaked or if the market is experiencing a healthy pause. On-chain data from CryptoQuant suggests the rally is not over. Funding rates remain low compared to past peaks, and short-term investors have taken limited profits. The current short-term holder profit ratio sits at 1.01%, far below levels seen during earlier market tops. This points to restrained selling and sustained buying pressure. CoinGlass data also shows no major overheating signals, with a potential price target near $187,000 if momentum continues. Technical indicators tell a different story. Analyst Captain Fibic highlights a bearish setup that includes a 9th TD sell candle, a rising wedge pattern, and bearish divergence on the relative strength index. These patterns often signal weakening momentum. Bitcoin's RSI reached overbought levels of 72, 71, and 70 on the 4-hour, 12-hour, and daily charts before the pullback. Past runs to similar RSI levels have been followed by price drops, such as the 6% fall from $123,000 to $115,000 in July. Still, RSI readings alone do not confirm a trend reversal, and institutional demand continues to support the market.
Because this is so profound a change that we're about to go through that I want to go on that change with people. I don't have all the answers. None of us do. Simply none of us do. So we're going to have to go through this together, and we have to be smart and try and figure it out as we go. But I do know that this idea of 6 years to make as much money as possible is really important. And I do think that the real answer to this, as far as I can see, is cryptocurrency, because it is the best performing asset in the world and of all time. And so I think that's the one thing we can lean in. It has a huge future in the exponential age. Technology investing is the other one. You know, there are incredible companies doing incredible things, and we're doing stupid things like, yeah, but it's already a 2 trillion company. Well, think of the world I was being talking about. Is there no reason somebody's not going to be 20 trillion, 50 trillion? Of course. Some of these companies are going to be bigger than sovereigns. So you need to get your head around everything has changed. It's really hard for value stocks and small companies and minor gold miners or whatever the past world looked like to succeed in this new world. It's just not going to work. So get your heads around all of this, focus, 6 years, it's what counts, and make them count for you and your family. One of the other ways that this affects the economy is this is essentially a nuclear bomb of deflation, because everything goes to zero in value. You can't sit now, the world's fighting over inflation, our wages might go up and all of this stuff. You have no comprehension of the scale of deflationary shock that this is going to create. Because things that create inflation, humans, their purchases, human labor, scarcity, well, they go to abundance. It inverts the system. So it's a very complicated world, and the deflationary shock is gigantic. It's one of the reasons I do not believe in secular inflation. I think people have the wrong marker stones. People seem to think this is somewhat akin to the internet. It's not. It's fucking profound how big this is. This in infinite intelligence. The internet was just the rails. This is the applications layer of which all of humanity will be based. And it is extraordinarily deflationary because the AI will solve its own problems. So it'll solve its own energy problems. It'll solve its own logistics problems. It'll solve its own security problems. So these things get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So as a deflationary shock, it's huge.
Cardano is gaining strong momentum as analysts project a 100 to 150% price rally in the coming weeks. The token has broken out from a multi-month bull flag pattern on the 3-day chart, a technical setup often linked to extended upward moves. Analyst Clifton FX notes ADA has pushed above key resistance, targeting the $1.60 to $1.75 range if current momentum holds. These levels were last reached in early 2024 during strong market gains. ADA has surged about 20% in the past 24 hours, hitting 99 cents, its highest price in 5 months. This sharp rise has pushed Cardano into the spotlight among traders tracking high percentage moves in the altcoin market. Trader Gbon expects the token to reclaim its November peak of $1.32 and later challenge the mid-2022 high of $1.63. A significant factor supporting the bullish outlook is long-term holder confidence. Data shows 15 billion ADA has not moved for more than a year. This points to reduced selling pressure and strong conviction among holders. Interest in altcoins is also building across the market. Google searches for altcoin have reached their highest level since 2021, while Cardano searches are at a 5-month high. These trends signal increased retail engagement as capital shifts from Bitcoin into alternative cryptocurrencies. If you have been watching so far, thank you so much for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Zella for daily news all for free. That's all for today's video. Until next time.